Aloha! Thank you so much for joining me in this yoga class today. Check it out! So just make sure you have everything with you, your mat, some water, and I'll see you on your mat. Namaste!
Aloha! My name is Nathie. Thank you so much for joining me in your yoga practice today. Let's come into a comfortable seat, grounding our sit bones deep into the mat or a block or a folded blanket, landing your hands on your thighs, and just gently closing your eyes and noticing how you feel in your space right now. Without any effort, just notice the sounds around you, your environment. Just start tapping into your belly breaths here. Take deep breaths into the belly. And exhale out really gently, being kind to yourself. And then slowly find yourself on your back, and we'll come into a Shavasana at the beginning of the class, which is different than usual, but it's in order for us to ground ourselves deeper into the earth, an earthly connection, feeling your heels, your calves, your thighs, your hips, your back, your shoulders, your arms, and the back of your head, just sinking deep into the ground beneath you. Listening to maybe the waves in this yoga video, or turning deeper inwards and recognizing that deep inner stillness and silence that you can tap into. You can bring the soles of the feet on the mat. Take your right hand on your lower belly and your left hand on your heart. Take a deep breath in through the belly, all the way up the chest. And exhale it out. We'll do that again. Inhale, filling up the belly, expanding the belly. And then sending the breath up the chest all the way into the heart space, feeling your hands rise like an ebb and flow of a wave, and then exhale it out. One more time. Noticing gentle rise and fall of your belly, rise and fall of your hands. And then draw your knees into your chest, giving yourself a hug. Maybe interlacing your fingers around your shins and swaying gently side to side, giving your lower back a massage. Then extend the left leg out in front of you and draw the right knee in deeper towards the chest. Option here to rotate that right ankle in both directions slowly and mindfully. And still maybe keeping your eyes gently closed, feeling the shoulders and the head really rooted down into the mat. Just relax your neck. Draw in the knee slightly in deeper and towards the midline of the body as you exhale. This really allows a deeper opening of the buttocks, the hips, the left psoas, quad, And then bring your left hand on the outside of your right knee and draw the knee across your body into a supine twist, having your right arm out into a T. Option here to look towards the right. Deep breath into that right side. Expanding the ribs, feeling that space between the shoulder all the way to the hip bone. Feel the lengthening happening there. With every exhalation, allow your body to rest and release. Releasing the weight down into the earth. Keep focusing on a deep inhale, a gentle exhalation, drawing the knee back to center. Send the sole of the foot up towards the sky and wrap your hands around your right calf or hamstring. And gently point the toes towards your face. Gently tugging your leg closer to your chest, lengthening the back of the right thigh. You can use a belt if that's easier for you, wrapping the belt around the ball of the foot. Today I am just gently creating that space in my legs. Next, extend the right leg out and draw the left knee in. Option here to rotate that left ankle in both directions. Inhale and exhale, draw that left knee in towards the chest, just a little deeper. Relax the neck and the jaw. Deep breath. Feel the lengthening of the glute. And then draw that right knee across your body into your supine twist. You can have a block or support, a bolster underneath that left knee if needed. Allow the breath to guide you into a deeper lengthening of that left side. The obliques, the outer left hip leading into the IT band. Feel the deep sense of opening in the chest as you inhale. And exhale into a release. Draw that left knee back to center and then just draw that foot towards the sky, rotating the ankle again if needed. And just draw your leg towards your chest. You can keep a micro bend in the knee if that feels good to you, as long as you feel an opening in the back of that left thigh. Just creating a nice warm up. And then send both soles of the feet up towards the sky in both arms and rotate ankles and wrists together. Big circles here. And you can switch directions with your circles. And then stretch your arms and your feet, pointing the toes, really big stretch, stretch, stretch as you inhale and exhale, release. Again, really reach those fingertips and those pointed toes, lengthening the chest, the thighs, the arms, the shoulders, and release. We'll come into half happy baby, so grab your hand, hold the shin or the outer edge of your right foot. Extend the left leg out and draw that thigh down towards the mat, arm inside of the right thigh. Keep both hips glued down to the mat. You can have your left hand on that left hip to guide it down. Take a deep breath into the belly. Exhale, drawing that thigh down deeper towards the mat, making sure your toes are in line with your knee. Your right toes are in line with your knee. And then we'll switch sides. So extend the right leg out and grab onto that left foot and draw the left leg down towards the mat. Keeping both hips glued to the mat. Try and relax your upper body. Take deep breaths here. Feel that deep opening of the hip, inner thigh, quad and the hamstring. The ocean has always been my inspiration for connecting deeper with myself. So bringing both soles of the feet on the mat, just come into windshield wiping movements with your legs, arms into a T. You can look opposite direction to your knees if that feels good. Inhale to center. Exhale, dropping the knees. Inhale back to center. Extend the legs out. We'll come into Crescent Moon. So bring your legs and your arms towards the right. Option to hook the left ankle on top of the right. And option to slightly tug your left wrist with your right hand. Deep breath into that left side. Feel the stretch happening from the arm all the way down through the ribs, all the way into the hip, down into the outer side of the left leg. Feel that nice C shape happening in your spine. Relaxing your chest, your heart, your hips. And then we'll switch sides, come back to center, and then draw the legs to the left, followed by the arms. Just keep breathing. Deep breath into the right side here. Relaxing your entire body into this beautiful C shape. Deep breath. Exhale it out. Then release the legs, release the arms, drawing the knees into the chest once more for another hug. And then roll onto your side. We'll find ourselves on our hands and our knees, in a tabletop. And then open the knees, mat width apart, big toes to touch, and come into wide-legged child's pose, extending the arms forward, bringing your forehead onto your mat or a block. Take a deep breath into the belly. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Allow your hips to sink deeper into your heels as you feel that nice extension from the tailbone all the way to the fingertips. Feel all of your fingers rooted down into the earth. Notice the top of your feet and the toes. Continue to breathe here, allowing the chest to sink deeper towards the mat. And take the left hand, bring it overhead, and we'll come into thread the needle with your arm. So send that left arm underneath the right armpit. And you can relax your forehead or the left temple on the mat. Option to bind your right arm behind you. Keep breathing deeply into the belly. Try and stay connected to your breath in your practice. Feeling a deeper sense of grounding and relaxation. Allowing your belly to melt, and then bring your left arm back up and come out of that binding. Inhale the right arm overhead, exhale, weave it underneath the left armpit. You can even put your left hand on a block if that feels good to you. Option here to bind the left arm behind you. Deep breaths. Now's the time to just release all expectations, all ideas of anything at all. When you're ready, unbind that arm, lift the right arm overhead, reach, and exhale both arms down on your mat. Pull yourself up into a tabletop. We're just going to do a few cat-cows. Inhale, look up, drop the belly down. Exhale, round your back, tailbone down. Inhale up, exhale round. Feel the top of the feet rooted down into the mat. Press the mat away as you exhale, rounding your back, protracting the shoulder blades. Go at your own pace here. Come back to a neutral spine. Extend the right leg out behind you, toes pointing down. And really reach that heel back. Extend the left arm forward, thumb facing up, and really reach out of both ends, drawing the belly button into the spine, pressing out of the mat with your right hand. Option to bend that right knee, grab your ankle with your left hand. Press your foot into your hand and reach up using your glute, your quad, keeping the knee facing back behind you. Peel that left shoulder open, maybe look sideways or down. Deep breaths here. And then release that leg down and then reach the heel back to stretch the calf. And turn onto your side for a modified side plank. Reach that right arm overhead. Option here to draw that right leg up parallel to the ground, no higher than your hip here. Deep breath. Option to again grab that ankle with your right hand. Really press the front of the hips forward, opening the front line of the body. Relax your neck. Deep breath. Exhale. And then come back to center, drawing that knee back down to meet the left. Come into a nice cat, and then into a cow. And again, a few cat-cows here. Extend the left leg back behind you, toes pointing down, reach that heel. Drawing that leg up with the glute, reach the right arm forward. Draw the belly button in. Inhale and exhale. Option to bend that left knee, grab the ankle with the right hand. Inhale, lift up, press the foot into the hand, peeling the right shoulder open, drawing the belly button into the spine. Nice strong core here. Breathing deeply to create a deep sense of opening. And then release the right hand down and send that left foot back on the mat, pressing the heel back, and then turn onto your side for modified side plank on the other side. Reach that arm overhead, feel that nice opening on the left side. Option here to send that left leg up parallel to the mat, keeping the toes flexed, working on the glutes and strengthening of the legs while maintaining a deep sense of opening. Option to grab that ankle with your left hand, opening the front quad, left quad, hip flexor, core, abs. Deep breath. This also opens the heart space, the chest. And then extend leg out, arm down, come back to center, bringing that left knee down on the mat and come into some cat-cows again. Maybe just swaying your hips side to side. And then come into your first downward facing dog. Take a deep breath, inhaling heels up, rounding yourself forward into your plank, and then exhaling back into down dog. Just move organically here, bending one foot and then the other, and just flowing with your breath. Inhaling one heel up, and then the other down. Send that tailbone up and away from you, pressing the mat away, making sure all fingers are wide open, gripping in your mat. Feet are hip width apart. Draw the belly button into the spine here. And then lengthen the back of the thighs as you send your tailbone up just a little higher. Inhale into your high plank. Lower the knees down. Come all the way down. And then press yourself up into tabletop and into child's pose. Tucked toes. Inhale forward. Exhale down on your belly. Inhale back to tabletop. Exhale, send your hips back into child's pose. Again, inhale forward, hands underneath shoulders. Exhale, lower onto your belly. You can lift the hands off of the mat as you come down. And keep moving like this with your breath here. When you lower down, maybe lift those hands off of the mat. And then inhale, press up. Exhale, child's pose. And then come into down dog again, sending your hips up towards the sky. Inhale the right leg behind you, bend the knee, stack the hips. And then start doing big circles with that right knee. Nice big circles with your breath. Feeling a deep sense of opening of the hip and of the front line of the body. And then switching directions with your circles. And come back to center into three-legged dog. Draw the knee into the chest, step it forward, lower the back knee, come into low lunge. Inhale. Maybe you want to come all the way up, hands on the right thigh. Make sure the right knee is below the right ankle, in line with the ankle. And send the sternum up, looking forward. Inhale, arms overhead. Grab the left wrist with your right hand and tug towards the right for a deep side stretch of the left side in your low lunge. Deep breath here. Exhale to center, and then point your index back for a nice little back bend, opening the chest, looking up. Strong legs here. And then release the arms behind you, interlacing the fingers, pressing the top of the hands down towards the mat, opening the shoulders and chest. And then release, hands on mat, framing the front foot. Send your hips back for half splits, flexing those right toes towards you. Inhale, bend the front knee into your low lunge, sending the sternum forward. Exhale, hips back into your half splits once again. Keep moving in that motion with your breath. And then send that right leg back and then into down dog as you exhale. Inhale the left leg behind you, reach it high into three-legged dog, bend the knee, stack the hips. Equal weight pressing into the hands. Start rotating that left knee. Big circles, as if you're drawing circles into the sky. Stay with breath. And then switch directions with your circles. Come back to center into three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, draw the knee into the chest, step it between the hands, lower the back knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, send the sternum forward. And then if you desire, you can bring yourself up, hands on your left thigh, opening up the chest. Keep your glutes working here. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, tug that right arm towards the left, opening that right side all the way down into your intercostal muscles and the right hip. Deep breath. Exhaling it out. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, point the index back behind you into your little back bend. Feeling that beautiful opening in the front of that right side of your hip and quad. And release, hands down on the mat. Inhale. Exhale, hips back into your half splits, flexing the left toes. Inhale, bend the front knee forward into your low lunge, sending the heart forward. Exhale, the hips back for your half splits again, folding forward. Inhale again, bending the knee, sending your sternum forward. Exhale back. And just keep flowing in that way. And then just hold it into your low lunge. And then step it back into your tabletop, tuck your toes, send your hips back for downward facing dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet and come into ragdoll, holding opposite elbows or hands on mat, maybe swaying gently side to side, breathing deeply here, bending your knees generously. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk your hands forward into your plank, lower the knees, lower all the way down, untuck the toes. Inhale, baby cobra, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press yourself up, tuck the toes. Exhale, down dog. Walk your hands back. Release into your ragdoll. Inhale, half lift, maybe hands on shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk your hands forward into your high plank. Lower the knees, lower all the way down. Untuck the toes. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press yourself up. Tuck toes. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, walk your hands back. Fold. Inhale, half lift. Straightening that back, sending the crown forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk your hands into your high plank. Lower down, chaturanga this time. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Deep breaths here. Inhale, walk your hands back to meet your feet. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk your hands forward into your high plank. Lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, opening the front chest. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, grab the outer right ankle with your left hand, twisting towards the right. Deep, nice side stretch here, and then release. Inhale, grab that left ankle with your right hand, twist to the left. Press out of the mat with your left hand, look sideways, relaxing the neck. Exhale, release. Inhale the right leg above you into three-legged dog. Bend the knee, stack the hips again. Deep breaths. Exhale, come back to three-legged dog. Reach it high. Drawing the knee in, step it between the hands. Come into your high lunge, twisting to the right, sending the right arm overhead. Stay high on the ball of the foot of the back foot. Strong leg. Press out of that back heel. And then bring that right hand back on the mat. And then inhale, both arms overhead into your high lunge. Inhale, unbend the front knee. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, up. Exhale, cactus. And stay low. Inhale. Exhale, send your indexes back for a back bend. Bend the front knee deeper. Exhale, sweep those arms along your sides, reaching the palms down, fingers back. Inhale, hands into prayer. Exhale, twist, hooking your left elbow on the outside of the right thigh. Peel that left shoulder open, shoulders staying away from the head. Look sideways. Belly off of thigh. Scissor your hips. Inhale, back to center, arms overhead. Exhale, pivot the back foot into your warrior two. Align your front heel with the arch of your back foot. Exhale into reverse warrior. Deep breath. And come back to warrior arms. Reach both ends. And then pivot both feet sideways towards the side of your mat, toes pointing slightly inwards, hands on hips, exhale, fold. Hands beneath shoulders here. Wide-legged forward folds. Deep breath, inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Once again, sending the weight forward into the ball of the feet. You can readjust yourself however needed at any point in time. You can also grab the outer edges of your shins or ankles if that feels good. Maybe the crown of your head is touching your mat. That's okay as well. Maybe you want a wider stance. Just explore here. Feel breathing into the inner thighs, the groin, all the way, feeling the stretch on the outer ankles. Grab the outer right ankle with your left hand and bring that right hand in front of the right foot. Press out of that right hand, twisting your body sideways, maybe resting your head onto your left arm. Deep breath into that left side, the ribs into your armpit here. Exhale, come back to center, and then walk yourself to the left, grabbing that left ankle with your right hand in front of the left foot. Press out of the mat with your left hand. And exhale into that right side of the body. Beautiful. Opening, keeping the hips level with the mat, pointing back behind you. Inhale, come back to center. Bring your hands on your hips. Exhale, come back up. And then come into warrior two on the other side here. Reach both arms into a T. Inhale, flip the front palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Maybe landing that hand, that back hand on your back thigh. Inhale, come back to warrior arms. Inhale. Exhale. Windmill your hands forward and come into your high lunge, sending that arm overhead into your twist. Reach that back heel into your high lunge, feeling that nice strengthening and lengthening of the back leg. Deep breath. And then lower that hand down. Bring both arms overhead into your high lunge. Inhale. Exhale, release the index back behind you for a little back bend here. Inhale, straighten the front knee. Exhale, cactus your arms. Do this a few more times with your breath. Every time you come down into cactus, bend the front knee. And then come back up. And sweep those arms by your sides, palms facing down, reach the back heel, belly off thigh. Bring your hands into prayer. Exhale, twist, sending that elbow on the outside of that bent front thigh. Whichever side you're doing, come into your high lunge twist here. Press out of that elbow. Inhale, release the arms overhead. Exhale, come back sideways, toes pointing towards the side of your mat. Inhale, arms overhead, wide-legged, forward fold again, hands on hips. And then start heel toeing your feet inwards to prepare for Malasana, or deep yoga yogi squat. And then just send your hips down, hands to prayer. Press your inner thighs into your arms and your arms into your thighs here. Tailbone down, drawing the sternum up and the crown of your head up towards the sky. Open up the chest, feeling a deeper sense of release and lengthening of the spine up towards the sky. You can sit on a block if that's needed. If you're still in that process of positioning yourself in a posture that feels more aligned, a block is great to use. Just allow yourself here to breathe in your squat. Whenever you're ready, release your hips down on the mat. And feet on the mat, extend the legs forward, shake, shake, shake the legs. And we're now finding ourselves into staff pose. So maybe part the skin off of your sit bones, hands by your hips, flexing the toes. Inhale, reach arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward, maybe grabbing the feet or the shins into caterpillar. We'll do this a few more times, flowing with our breath here. Inhale, come back up, arms overhead, lengthening the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms overhead, reach up high. Exhale, fold. Again, just find yourself back up, soles of the feet on the mat. We'll come into modified boat pose. Bend the knees at a 90-degree angle. Send your arms forward, sternum pointing up towards the sky, lengthening the spine. Inhale. And maybe you want your arms along your sides. Draw the belly button into the spine to strengthen the core. And then exhale into a hover, keeping your arms down. Inhale up into your boat pose. Option to straighten the legs. Exhale down into a hover. Inhale up into boat pose. Exhale into a hover. Stay here in your hover. Inhale the right leg up towards the sky. Exhale it down. Keep the legs into a hover. Inhale the left leg up into an L shape. Exhale it down. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale it down. Shoulders off of the mat. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale it down. And then inhale back into your boat pose. Exhale, straighten the legs into your full boat pose. In other words, Navasana. And then exhale, bend the knees, feet on the mat. Give yourself a seated hug. Maybe resting your forehead on your knees, grabbing your legs tightly, breathing deeply, expanding the belly into the thighs. Good. And then we'll do this again. Come into your boat pose, arms along sides or pointing forward. Feel that nice balancing at the base of the sternum. Exhale, lower to a hover. Hover, staying here. Inhale up into your boat pose. Exhale down into a hover. Keeping the shoulders off of the mat here. Inhale back up into your boat pose. Exhale down into a hover. Inhale up into boat. And then staying here, only extend the right leg forward. Inhale back to center. Exhale the left leg forward. Inhale back up. And just keep bending one lengthening one leg at a time instead of both. You can hold the back of the thighs if that feels more stable for you. And then exhale down into a hover. Reach the arms overhead, keeping yourself into a hover. Roll yourself onto your side. Exhale to center. Inhale, roll yourself onto the other side, keeping the lengthening happening. Exhale to center. Do this one more time on each side, keeping the core as the guide for your body to roll on the side, keeping the balance happening here. And then release the shoulders, draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug here. Maybe swaying yourself side to side. Bring the soles of the feet onto the mat. Extend the right leg overhead, and then bring that right ankle on top of the left or thread the needle. You can interlace the fingers behind the left thigh or shin. You can even rotate that left ankle in both directions if that feels good. Just allow your shoulders and your neck and your head to relax into the mat. With every exhalation, allow the knee to draw closer into the chest. Option to extend that left leg overhead, grabbing onto the calf. Lengthening the back of that left leg. There's no set rules here, so do what feels good for you in this posture. And then release the left foot down and then the right. Inhale the left leg overhead. Exhale the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Breathing deeply here. Whenever you're ready, grab onto the back of the right thigh or shin with your hands. And you might not feel like that. You might want to just stay in the original position with the foot down on the mat, and that's okay as well. Deep belly breaths. Rotating maybe that right ankle in both directions. Just feeling yourself in your body right now. Option to extend the right sole of the foot towards the sky as you're in your thread the needle. You can grab onto the right shin or calf if that feels good. Drawing it in deeper. And then slowly release the right foot down on the mat, and then the left. Heel toe your feet mat width apart, and then just slowly sway your knees side to side in a windshield wiping movement with your breath. So exhale, dropping the knees to the side, inhaling to center, and then exhaling them to the right. And just keep slowly, mindfully moving your knees side to side. And then bring the heels closer to the buttocks, fingers barely grazing the back of the heels, knees pointing forward. Slowly peel your hips off of the mat into your bridge. Press out of the heel, send the knees forward, and then the pubic bone up towards the sky as you send your chest towards the chin, relaxing the neck and the shoulders. Your initial bridge should not be totally forced, just allow a natural curve to happen in the back of your body. Feel the glutes starting to hold you up, and then exhale each vertebra down, each one at a time. And as you land, maybe come onto the ball of the feet, and then draw the knees into the chest for a hug. Inhale and exhale. And we'll do this again. Option here to bring the shoulders underneath you, interlacing the fingers behind you, pressing out of the arms. So inhale, send the hips off of the mat, tailbone towards the back of the mat, pubic bone up, open up the front line of the body, press out of the heels, strengthening the glutes here. Keep the knees pointing forward. You can always have a block between your thighs to guide you here. Press out of the arms. Really start to feel a deeper back bend, deeper opening of the front line of the body. And then start releasing the shoulders first along with each vertebra until you hit the tailbone and the lower back. And then slowly draw the knees back into the chest. And then just swaying yourself side to side in your beautiful hug. Grab the shins with your hands, open the knees wide. Feeling an opening, and then setting yourself up for happy baby. You can grab the outer edges of the feet or the shins. Arms inside the thighs, draw the knees down towards the mat. I'll reposition myself here so that you can see my toes are in line with my knees, and I'm drawing the thighs down towards the mat as I press my tailbone down towards the mat. So I keep that tailbone going down. Maybe you want to straighten that right leg as you keep the left leg where it is, and then go on to the other side. Keeping both hands on each foot. Option to straighten both legs into a V shape, keeping the tailbone pressing down towards the mat. Relax the shoulders, the chest, and then come back to center, drawing the knees into the chest for your final hug. And then when you're ready, draw the soles together and splay the knees open into Supta Baddha Konasana, supine butterfly pose. Option to extend the arms out into a T or overhead. Just release here. Release all the effort. Deep breath in. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Do that again. Sending the breath from the belly all the way up into the chest. And then exhale out the chest. And then completely emptying it out all the way at the bottom of the belly. Again. Slowly bring your hands on the outside of the thighs, drawing the knees in. Bring your right arm overhead and turn onto your side in a fetus position. Just take a deep breath into your fetus position here. Feeling the side body sinking deep into your mat. Releasing all the tension. Feeling safe. Feeling enveloped in your own warmth. And when you're ready, press yourself up, finding yourself into a comfortable seat. In Sukhasana, inhale, arms overhead. Reach up. Exhale, draw the energy into your heart center, into prayer hands. You can, however you like, bring your hands to heart. I'm turning around so you can see me. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Deep breath. Sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. And then send the arms behind you, interlace the fingers, and then exhale, fold, maybe sending the arms away from the lower back. And this final pectoral and shoulder stretch here. Come back up, release the arms overhead, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Send the left arm across your chest, your right hand just guiding your arm into a shoulder opening. And then switch arms here. And then nice big circles. Create nice big circles with your shoulders. Hands on your thighs. And then switch directions with the circles, keeping your eyes gently closed. We'll come back to stillness here. Palms facing up on thighs. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Finding your stillness. A beautiful day begins with a beautiful mindset. When you wake up, take a second to think about what a privilege it is to simply be alive and healthy. Sending love to you all. Namaste.